So we have landed here in sunny Madrid. It was a pretty awful flight. It was like 3:30 in the morning we left. So we're absolutely shattered and starving. So we're gonna go and find ourselves a bakery. I highly recommend coming to bakeries in Spanish countries because every city I've been to, they have loads of bakeries. They're all dead cheap, and it's a great way to start the day. Nice and cheap, cheerful, and also dead tasty. Not in your buys are gonna cost more than €3, and I mean, depending on when you're watching this video, that might have changed the price in English a little bit, but I definitely recommend going and doing that. So right now we're in the Sabatini Gardens behind the magnificent palace, the Sabatini Palace, of course. The king opened all of these gardens up to the public about 20-30 years ago, and I must say they are absolutely beautiful. They're quiet, relaxed, lots of greenery, which is crazy in a city centre. So definitely recommend coming and checking it all out. It's lovely and peaceful. You've got music playing, you've got sights of the castle and the plants and everything. So definitely recommend coming and checking it out. Then round at the back of the palace there's a courtyard that's open to the public with some pretty incredible views of the castle and the landscape as well. You can actually enter the palace grounds themselves completely free of charge, but as you can see the queue is absolutely massive. If you're looking to get a spot of food or drinking after visiting the palace, come to the Opera Square. It's appropriately named and pretty self-explanatory because it has the Opera House, but it also has lots of cafes, wine bars, bars that you can eat, drink, whatever, and it's got a metro station appropriately named Opera. So come on down and check it out. So we are fresh off our much needed siesta, and we're currently walking down Calle de la Palmas, which has all the vintage stores on it, which I definitely recommend coming and seeing. But we're on our way to like a hibachi carbonara place. It's pretty self-explanatory. They make the carbonara in front of you, ready for you, right at your table. So hopefully, I mean, I'm absolutely starving, so hopefully it's nice food. So we're currently at the heart of Madrid in a place called Sol Square. Sol is full of lots of shops that you can buy clothes at, Apple shops where you can get SIM cards and phones if you need to, and there's loads of little high streets with loads of restaurants and bars, which is also very good. One of the great things about Sol is there's loads of little side streets full of restaurants and bars. We've just found one dead easily, a lovely little bar with drinks and food for dead cheap, so definitely do that. Another must of the Sol region is the San Miguel market, which we're at now. It has loads of wine bars, loads of beers, loads of fish markets, meat markets, everything you could ever need. It doesn't actually have any San Miguel, which contradicts the name, but it's definitely a must do. It's absolutely bustling in here. There's loads of people, loads of culture, everyone's celebrating the different styles, the foods, whatever, so come and check it out. That's weird, the script just says insert your mum joke here. Yeah, they really sold that. Absolutely mental. Other than that, they did sell lots of multicoloured, multi-heritage bao buns and food like that, which was absolutely incredible. As you can see me here chomping down on a spicy sausage bao bun. For afters, we got ourselves strawberry and cream pots, which were really cheap, only about €3, and absolutely lovely. Just next to the San Miguel market is Plaza Mer, which is a beautiful place to come and eat or drink for an evening meal. We have loads of restaurants, loads of tapas restaurants, loads of fresh seafood restaurants, and lots of bar and wine bars. However, it is a little bit expensive, so be ready for that, but the price is honestly worth the incredible view. An obvious must of Madrid, or really any Spanish city, is sangria. It's an acquired taste, but I still recommend getting it. If, like me, you love football shirts, come down to the Football Factory shop just off Sol Square. They have all the football shirts you could ever need, and a lot cheaper than most of the high streets, including the Mighty Reds as well. If you're sick of the Spanish culture of food, there are loads of takeaway places like KFC and Mackey's and stuff like that, in case you want a taste of home. So I'm in a Mackey's now, and alongside having one of the most craziest restaurants I've ever seen, they also have a full-on milk cafe with loads of freshly baked croissants and pan chocolates and everything just there waiting for you. And it's completely empty. Like, used to Liverpool Mackey's, this is crazy. The bustling streets of Seoul come alive at night time with packed bars, restaurants and people everywhere you see. So after your evening meal, definitely come check it out here if you want to experience some culture and some drinks. Goes without saying really that when in Spain you need to eat tapas. This place that we're going to tonight is called Tapa Tapa. It's located just off Gran Via and I've heard pretty incredible reviews so far, so I'm excited to see how it is. An absolute classic of the European nights is big ice creams at very late at night. Mia didn't want to get it, but I convinced her otherwise, and it was definitely worth it. The main artery of Madrid is a street called Gran Via. It has all of Madrid's world famous theatres and concert shows, hosting Olivia Rodrigo next summer actually, as well as lots of bars, takeaway restaurants, cafes, bakeries, all you could ever want in that front, as well as some of the most incredible high street shops I've ever seen. Like this gargantuan building, could it be the TARDIS? Could it be a spaceship? Could it be something from Buckingham Palace? No, it's a Primark. Yep, Primark. If this building was in England, it would be a National Trust World Heritage protected site, but in Madrid, it's just the local Zara. High street shopping in Spain is like nothing I've ever experienced before for a couple of reasons. First of all, everything's a lot cheaper. You're often obviously paying euros and exchange rate is often much better than in England. And secondly, they have style like I've never seen before in the likes of England. All the clothes are genuinely better. I've already copped myself a few different shirts and tops already for much cheaper than I'd find on the high street in England. So definitely recommend shopping, spending all your money in here. Gran Via also boasts a good central location as it runs parallel alongside the Sol Square, and it's the one-stop place to get all the likes of the open-top bus tours to go around the city. However, as you head out of the city centre down some random side streets, you'll come across buildings like this, which wouldn't look out of place in the likes of south of France or the Amalfi Coast, even though we're in Madrid city centre. So these are absolutely beautiful streets and come and check them out. One thing that sets Madrid apart from other Spanish cities such as Barcelona and Malaga is its unique architecture. In the city centre, all of the buildings look like they were built in the sort of late 90s, early 2000s, and therefore give it a bit of a dated vibe until you stumble across something like the Palace or the Banco de España, the Bank of Spain, which wouldn't look out of place in the likes of Downton Abbey. They're absolutely incredible buildings and they just seem completely out of place in Madrid city centre, but also work at the same time. So that's definitely something worth checking out. If you know me, then you know I love pizza, and Madrid is famous for its Neapolitan pizzas. And look at this. It's absolutely huge. It's about twice the size of my head, and it was only about £9. So yeah, definitely recommend getting that. One thing I potentially want to do in the future is start a pizza review channel or TikTok page or something like that. So if you're interested, let me know in the comments and I'll do it. This pizza is absolutely incredible. It has a warm, spicy, caliente kick in the back of the throat when you eat it. It's soft, it's gooey, it's cheesy. The crust is firm and a little bit crispy. It's really good, it's solid. I mean, I guess this is the first sort of unofficial review, but definitely 9 out of 10. Very good. If you're looking to get away from the bustling streets of central Madrid, come to Parque de El Retiro to get some greenery, beautiful sights, trees, forests, and a big lake as well, which you can paddle on. For me, if you want to truly experience what really goes on in Madrid, you need to leave the beaten path a bit. Venture out of the city centre and down some of the city's incredibly beautiful side streets that are full of bars, vintage shops, cafes, tattoo parlours, music bars, music shops, everything a young person could ever want. It feels like people, the Madridsters of sort of my generation, have seen what's going on in the city centre and appreciate its capitalistic values, but it's very English, very American. Whereas if you come only about 10-15 minutes outside the city centre, it feels truly unique, didn't experience anything like this in the likes of Barcelona or Malaga or the European cities that I've been to. It feels truly Madrid, and I think that is honestly the highlight of the city. Madrid isn't a tourist city. It's not somewhere you'd come on your stag do or your hen do. It's so much more than that. Madrid is art, it's culture, it's drinks in a bar with friends and appreciating fashion. It's young people striving to be something more than society told them to be, and doing it, creating it, making stuff happen. It's not a tourism city in the slightest, so don't be surprised if not everyone speaks English. Experience their culture, speak Spanish, see what they want and do what they do, because it's an incredible city and it's here to be appreciated, not to be scared of. I'd 100% come back here, and I will be as well, but don't be shy from the fact that it's not a tourism city, because it was never meant to be. So Madrid has all of the characteristics of a truly diverse city. It has old, classic buildings that wouldn't look out of place in your typical European city. It has a modern, capitalistic city centre which generates loads of money for the city itself, and it has a new up-and-coming industry for people like me, my generation, with loads of art bars, music, tattoo parlours, vintage shops, everything you could ever need. In conclusion, Madrid is an absolutely fantastic city. Even though I've only been here a short amount of time, I definitely recommend coming here. If you are looking to explore and see the highlights of Madrid, don't be afraid to venture outside of the city centre. Some of Madrid's highlights don't lie in the centre, and you have to travel out for them, but they're definitely worth it. If you're looking to come to Europe, definitely come to this beautiful city.